Cool. Sweet. So this is the March 16th Kubernetes SIG network meeting. We adhere to the CNCF code of conduct, which boils down to don't be mean. We record these meetings and post them up on YouTube for your records. If anybody has a last minute agenda items, go ahead and add those since our agenda is quite light. And I also promise to not end the meeting before it's over this time.
Mike, your microphone is not great.
Hold on.
How about now?
Much better.
Okay, sorry. Did anybody catch that, or should I just start again?
No, I think we got it.
Cool, my microphone changed to a different setting. Sweet deal. All right, do we have any other agenda items? We are pretty slim today.
We could quick run through the KEPS dashboard and see what actually made progress now that the code freeze has finished.
Oh, definitely. Do you have the link for that? I actually do not have any of those links.
I'll share it in a second.
In the agenda, in the doc agenda at the top.
Yeah, I might want to share the doc.
Here on March 16.
What screen is showing right now? We see all the KEP dashboard?
I do.
Sweet deal. It has moved to a completely different screen. So right on. I actually never looked at this board, so.
So the way we usually run through this is from the right to left. So looking for things that we removed gates for. I don't know that we did any gate removals this time. The one that we had flagged was network policy port range.
Quick point of order. We're not recording right now, I don't think.
Oh, we're not?
I thought
Oh.
it was recording.
I don't think so.
We are. It shows
Okay.
recording on top
Okay,
left
never
of
mind.
my screen.
Does not for me, but maybe I'm weird. All right, never mind.
I see it. I see it. We're viewing and direct. Okay, so did we remove? Oh, those are gates removed. Sorry. Gates merged, gate not removed. So the third from the right. Did we move any gates? No, that's tagged as 28. Internal traffic policy is 28. gRPC, did we remove the gate for that? We tagged it as 27, but I forget if we can't tell the difference between tagging it for 27 GA or tagging it for 27 removal. We GA'd it in 27, right?
I've seen some conformance tests from Sergey, but I don't know if they were able to merge it.
Well, we can real quick.
So
Okay.
they for sure they were targeting that because I saw they were promoting some tests to conform. And you can only promote to conformance if you are GA.
Yeah, I think we GA'd this cycle, but I just want to double check. Yeah, gRPC GA in 27. Great. So it is GA. I must have moved that one when the PR went in. Mixed protocols, we're touching next in 28. Terminating endpoints are tracking 28. And
I think mixed protocols
Mixed is
graduated to
GA.
stable. So we're just
Yes.
waiting to, that one's stable. We're just waiting to take the gate off.
but it went stable this release
yeah.
or previous?
It went stable in December. So that's
Okay, yeah.
1.26.
It's milestone for 28,
Perfect.
which means in 28 we'll move it to the gate removed column.
Awesome. Sorry, I just want to make
Oh.
sure we didn't miss that. Okay, good.
Okay, then I don't understand. This column says that the feature is GA already or not?
Yes, it's GA, but the gate still exists in the code. So we're not done until the gate is removed,
Okay, then I got it.
right? Scrolling down in the GA column, we've got mixed protocols, we've got tracking terminating endpoints, and we've got IP ranges. Those are all tagged for 28. So nothing to do in the GA column. Let's look at beta gated and merged. Expanded DNS config. Did we touch that? No, that's tagged for 28. So, okay. Proxy terminating endpoints, we decided to move to 28, right?
Yeah, I talked with Andrew. I don't know if Andy's here, and he said that it's better to wait another release
Yep.
because
So let me,
it went better now, and we usually have 2 releases of that. He
okay.
wanted
So
to
I just,
have feedback.
I changed that to 28 and topology hints. Rob, we agreed to do that in 28. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely, so that the updates in this cycle are such that we are opening it up to let custom heuristics in. I hope that allows us to go GA in the next cycle. We'll see.
Okay. I just milestoned it for 28. It's not showing here. Well, it's not showing on my screen, but I did milestone it.
Cool.
Okay, then let's look at what was alpha and went beta this cycle. Multi-cluster cider is not going beta yet, right, Antonio? Because we're
Yeah, I
holding on to it?
talked with Cervez because he has just the E2E test that was the criteria to graduate. But since we had detected this this possible problem with service cider, so I asked him if I can take on that and move the service cider and the cluster cider together.
Okay, I milestoned it for 28. Admin network policy support isn't release cycle locked. Minimizing IP tables, restore input size. Dan, did that move? I forget, did that gate change?
No, I can't remember. I think we moved to beta.
Yes, I just looked at the gate. Oh, that's IP tables ownership cleanup. Hold on. Minimize IP tables. Yes, we did move it to beta. So I'm going to draw it on my screen here and move it into the beta column. Excellent. Cleanup IP tables chain ownership also moved to beta. Congratulations. And let me touch both of those to milestone them to 28. That's our next touch. Boop. I hope that doesn't break the release stuff. Maybe I should do that later. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to break the release team before the release. After we cut the release, we'll come back to this one more time and update milestones. Reserve node ports for dynamic and static allocation. That did we update that to beta?
No, that was that
Oh, it's
merged at the
alpha. It's
beginning.
alpha in 27. Okay, so I already updated. I wish there was more metadata here. I probably should comment on each of them, but I can't comment from the dashboard. Okay, so then let's look at pre-alpha and things that went into alpha. Multiple server-siders, no.
Well, half of this when the IP
Yeah.
address.
So half is not all, so it still stays in the. We should make maybe.
Okay.
Is there a gate on it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. Then I'm moving it. All right. All right. You get your promotion. Transient node predicates. Wow, there were too many keps around the service controller. We did update this, but we went straight to beta, right? I've got kept fatigue. Let me quickly scan.
Yeah, it was to beta directly.
Yeah, we went straight to beta. What's the gate name on it? It's called. Oh, why is this so hard? It's not listed in here. Okay. I'm pretty sure we moved that straight to beta. So to beta with you. Okay. What else did we move to alpha? No, host IPs did not make it. Dual stack node IP handling did move into alpha, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
You-
although
go ahead.
I was gonna say there's an update to the KEP to we didn't do everything that we were supposed to do for alpha, so there's an enhancements PR to update the KEP to indicate what we actually did do.
But did,
Okay.
did you manage to get it merged? Because you had to file the set.
Yeah, I sent email asking for an exception and then somebody just merged it.
Okay.
Wasn't me. I've done it before and gotten yelled at, so it wasn't me. Okay. Yeah, kubeproxy improved ingress connectivity reliability. Which one was that?
That's the health check thing, no? That at the end it didn't.
Yes, and that didn't go in, so that stays pre-alpha. And we didn't do anything with prefer local, so that stays pre-alpha. Okay, and then quickly scanning the other ones, was there anything else that we did that went forward? We didn't move endpoint reconciler. We didn't move Windows host network.
KPNG, sorry if I sound like crap, by the way, I'm a little sick. KPNG auto closed.
Where's
Yeah.
that one?
It's in the middle. And
Yes.
I wanted to raise this one a little bit because I think KPNG is a very unfortunate source of like a lot of kind of fatigue and burnout. And so it might be good for us to be communicative on this, even though it auto closed. Nobody else is. Go ahead.
So I can reopen it. I don't think the intention was to close it, although we do need to figure out exactly what our strategy is for resolving it.
Yeah, it's I know we're not anywhere near ready to put a bunch of gas in the tank there, but
Okay, I'll add a
Yeah,
quick comment on that, Cap.
we can try to talk about that at the KPMG meeting tomorrow if people show up.
Okay. I think that's it for KEP review then. Are there any KEPs that I'm missing here? I bet there are. I think there were a couple of late breaking ones. I'll look into those asynchronous.
Ooh,
Okay.
should we move on to triage?
Sure, let's do.
Stop my share and share this one really quick. Screen 3. Sweet. I didn't get time to actually go through a lot of these. We do have a lot of items with needs triage, so I don't know what the overall plan is to get them untagged or if we're going to keep them. We could probably start with the top if that works for everybody.
Let's do.
I don't even know. Let's see. Oh, it's already closed. Okay. Well, never mind.
I hit a couple this morning, but I didn't get to do all of them.
Let me just refresh then. Do we skip the ones that already have assignees?
We should look at them if they still say needs triage.
Okay. Dan.
Yeah, so I left this as needs triage just so that, other people would look at it while they were skimming through bugs, but basically we need to figure out how to make health and metrics work correctly in dual stack proxies, where we currently only have one health server and one set of metrics, and both sub proxies are writing over the same fields. And I don't actually know for sure what the best answer is. If you scroll down to the last comment, mention that.
Maybe we can use labels on the metrics, right?
That is one possibility.
This person that is very active, assign it he says that it's going to work. The one that was doing the contract refactor and all these things. But yeah, we should have a plan.
Okay, so we triage accept.
Yep.
The bug is clear.
Oh, GitHub's changed their UI. That's interesting.
Oh, what is? All right, let's see this. This one looks a little bit more active. One pod cannot access cluster IP of another pod that is running on the same node after running a while. What is going on? So they're using flannel with IPVS. So it looks like connectivity is starting to fail after running in quotes for a while.
That looks like a CNI issue, not a control plane issue.
What
This
do
can't
we-
access cluster IP, so that might be proxy.
Sorry, Dan, can you repeat it? Oh, you mean like service IP, service cluster IP? Oh,
Yeah.
But they have planned. The old version of Planner had this bug that you solved with Dan. The double IP tables cap thing that broke VXLAN tunnel. So that's another possibility.
It's same node though, so it wouldn't have any VXLAN, right?
I don't know. I'm just saying from memory, you know.
I wonder if they mention what they actually are using for a backend for flannel other than just flannel.
They do not.
The same node. What do we want to do with this? Should we accept this, or does someone want to try to triage this a little bit more?
Usually we would get a volunteer here to try to confirm that it is or is not a Kubernetes bug. Not to fix it, just to prove that it is or isn't a bug. Any volunteers? Someone with flannel and or IPVS context?
I probably
Bueller?
couldn't take
I'll
it.
take a look at it.
Oh.
Okay, go. Zappa's got it. He said it. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I've used flannel in the past, so I will take this one. I'll just mark it later.
Great.
Add in my little queue. Cool. Next one up. Let's just go through here. Node selector as selector.
Yeah. Jordan blocked the release on. I forget on the node IPAN thing. So basically, the thing is, node selectors and label selectors are different in the sense that label selectors are an and. I learned this just 2 days ago. And the node selectors are or. So there is a helper that transforms a node selector in a label selector, but it doesn't change the semantic and on all these things. So Jordan blocked the graduation of this until this is fixed. So I opened the bug to not forget to fix it.
Okay, triage accept.
Oh, is that a question or a statement?
Statement.
Cool. Making our list smaller. We've just talked about that. Antonio, we got a few people on this already. Service publish not ready addresses and endpoint slices conditions.
Yeah, I found this with threads in another bag. So basically, when you set a service with publish not ready addresses, the condition, which one is ready, is true. So you have the three ones as true, and the API doc says that ready can never be true if service is true or terminated is true. I don't know. So the API doc is wrong. Somebody, I added it if somebody wants to get a commit and fix it.
So we're accepting this one.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm
this
just
one-
catching up on it.
It's not a question, Antonio. If terminating is true, ready cannot be true, right?
That's
Should be
the doc,
false.
but that is against the publish not ready addresses field. That's the problem with service. We have many corner cases. So if you set publish not ready addresses to true, that ready is always true.
Oh, okay.
And if you move it to false, you break all the tests that we have between on publish not ready. So we break behavior. I mean,
Okay. So really, it's just fix the comment like you suggested.
I didn't put much more thought that, this is working this way, and this is what the document says. But I didn't think that, that should be the
Sorry,
right
didn't
way
we?
or not.
Wasn't there a PR for the? Oh yeah, we already commented on this. Yes. So let's just accept it.
Yeah, there is a PR, but the person is struggling with. I think that she's not familiar with the workflow.
Okay. For what it's worth, like if you're filing an issue and you know that it's a real issue, we can just go ahead and triage accept it up front. We don't need to do it here. Like I trust, the people here who are filing bugs to know if they're real bugs.
Good to know. Sweet. One pod cannot access. Oh, wait.
This is the same.
Okay, we've already talked about that one. Maybe I spelled the command wrong. Okay, can I use a client goes fake client with gateway API objects? Ooh, Shane.
I just ran
Oh,
into this recently too, and I'm trying to remember what I did, but it was icky.
Yeah, we were talking to Patrick about this in the Gateway API channel too. You can, he works for my company. You can assign this to me.
Yeah, but can you give? I'm really interested in this. Is because do you have a solution for this?
I haven't been like tracking this super well, but I'm
Okay.
I'll-
I thought
Yeah.
you already were thinking of it because I saw some discussion.
I'm
but it
aware,
couldn't
yeah, I'm
follow.
aware that there was a thread in our Slack channel about it, so I'll follow up on that
I
here.
So the problem with this though is that is generated code. New simple client set is. So it's hard for me to see how you could bring the rest of that stuff in like custom objects, but maybe there's a good way to do it.
Yeah, okay, so my understanding of this, I dug into it a bit, is this is more of an API machinery bug than anything tied to gateway API or SIG network. So we may, I don't know, it may be something where we want to remove SIG network. My understanding of the actual underlying bug, there's been threads in Slack, both in gateway API and the API machinery channel around this. And it generally just seems that it's not possible to use the client go fake package with these custom types. That's my understanding of it today. And the documentation suggests that the upstream documentation suggests you should be able to, but I don't know. There's a gap somewhere, but I don't think this is a SIG network specific concern.
I would agree.
But it would be nice to know that API machinery concurs that it is in fact like a known shortcoming or something that's intended or something that they would like to fix, or what the status there is.
Yeah, agreed. I'm fine, if Shane or I take it, I know we're both on the threads in Slack, so I don't care if either one of us are assigned. We can help make sure someone on API machinery.
Yeah, I think he got originally referred here from API machinery. So I'll follow that thread backwards and kind of get in touch with people. And if we end up with just saying, hey, this is everywhere, not gateway API specific, I'll find somebody who wants to take a look at it and take SIG network off of it.
Yeah, that's really weird to me because it has nothing to do with networking. Like I ran into this
He
with some
said-
custom generated objects that had nothing to do with networking too.
Yeah, it's because he said gateway API right at the top.
Okay.
So I'm not sure of it.
As soon as it has a networking-ish word in it, we get assigned.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to be able to use this with CRD generated objects.
Right on. So it sounds, Shane, like you're going to take this.
Yeah, I'll kind of eke it forward.
Sounds good. Our list is growing shorter. Update batching delay for endpoint slices uses 2 flags inconsistently. Oh, Rob, you're already on this.
Yeah, this is me. I really need to loop in someone from SIG scalability. This has been on my list. I can probably triage accept it. It's confusing at best. It's not. I don't know that a bug is the correct term here because it works. It's just a confusing bit of code. So yeah, I've been meaning to follow up, just been underwater.
Sounds good. Should we remove the flag?
Yeah, feel free to triage accept. I can do it as well. But yeah.
Fantastic. Group proxy IPVS mode, traffic sent from pods to an external load balancer IP is not directed to the respective cluster IP instead.
Scroll down. I think we were waiting to hear back from the reporter or something. Or maybe not.
Can we close this issue? Is Lars here? No, he's not.
Click to see what comment he's.
The comment says this is a duplicate of another issue, should be released in 24. And that maybe some doc is wrong. So the question is, can this user confirm that what they want is fixed in 24? IP table is implemented, but IPVS is not implemented. Let's leave this, see if Lars wants to follow up on it. We can revisit next time.
All right. Panic threshold.
Okay, I'm still actively triaging this. So we actually do, there's kind of a thread that I'm bringing together here, and I was letting some things soak for a minute, but we now have an actual gateway API request that isn't from one of the maintainers for effectively this. And I'm just trying to make sure everybody's cool with this being in gateway API, and then I'll probably start closing things in favor of that. I'm just asking and taking some time to talk to people about it. So this is underway.
Ooh, sounds good.
Okay.
Easy enough.
The next one, I think I just need to mark it as not accepted. Is this the one I think it is? Oh,
This one, we need to do some follow up on.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I thought this was assigned to me. I was doing some follow up on this to try to figure out what the implications of changing this would be. But with code freeze, I haven't had any time in the last month.
Right. How did I get assigned to this one? Did I do it?
I don't know. You can reassign it to me.
Okay, thank you.
And
Excuse me.
this.
And the
little
last
guy.
one is, we got to figure out what we want to do with this issue.
I think this is the one we've closed before and then it's
Yes.
been reopened.
It's the arm wrestling match. At this point, we have sort of agreed that this is a logical heuristic, right, Rob?
Yes. I don't know if you're intending to share Slack, by the way, but
Nope, sorry.
oh, no worries. So yes, this is something that I think we need to provide some way.
I agree.
One of the things that we've been doing with hints is trying to open it up so different people can bring their own heuristic. I'm not saying that needs to be how we solve this, but we've at least opened the door that there can be any number of ways. The last time we looked into it was really difficult to decide what specific variation of this we wanted to support. I know we don't want to bring back all of topology keys, but it is difficult to decide, okay, do we want prefer zone, prefer region? Do we want require zone? Do we, you know, I think the thing that we want to expose is just prefer zone or that equivalent. But yeah,
I agree. My feeling at this point is now that we've got the heuristic, the annotation renamed, it would be reasonable to add you know, closest first, if possible. Pick a good name, heuristic, and implement it as prefer same node, prefer same zone, prefer same region.
yeah.
So I guess we can triage accept this. It's in the queue. We don't have a volunteer to work on that feature yet, but
Well, excellent. Our list became very short today. This is great.
awesome.
Talked about that. This. Sweet deal. What's next? I'm gonna open the.
I added an agenda item.
Ah, I thought we were going to get our morning back.
It's very small, hopefully, because it's something you've already reviewed and it's just cherry pick.
Okay.
If I'll just start talking about it while we wait to pull it up, but you may recall that we have this super exciting vintage, over a year old PR that finally got merged, which is
Vintage
awesome.
PRs.
It's classic, you know. Finally got merged for 1.27, which is awesome. And then the question came up, okay, do we cherry pick it? And SIG Cloud Provider said, well, since SIG Network, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see that Cal and Tim are the ones who weighed in and said, yes, this can go in. Since Cal and Tim are the ones who vetted this, how about we make sure they're okay with the cherry picks, also not breaking the world? And I said, I am happy to go to SIG Network with this one and say, hey, we now have some exciting cherry picks for something that got merged.
Okay. I'll have to remember what this looked like. I'll have to go
This is
reread
for
it, but
when node IPs change, the thing you think won't happen, but alas, it does sometimes.
yeah, I just need to go look at it to make sure that I feel confident in backporting. And then how important do we think it is to backport all the way to 24, given that 27 is imminent? If I was a
we
release
again,
branch,
like, yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
again, it's totally fine if we just go back a few, but I was just looking myself at numbers of how many people run old things, and spoiler alert, people run them. So, you know, however many we can backport it to will probably help. Yes.
When we release 2.7, 2.5 will drop off support, right?
2.3
2.4 will drop
off.
out. 2.4.
2.4 will drop off.
Yes,
yes.
so 2.5, 2.6, and 2.7, right? So if we
Correct.
have to cherry pick this, it's gonna be to 2.5, not before that.
I think so. I don't think the cherry
Well-
pick deadline for 2.4 is over. But anyway, I don't want to litigate that here. I'm just like, hey, if it makes sense to cherry pick any of this to some of them, it would be awesome if the people who understand whether or not if it's a good idea can get some eyes on it in the coming
It
weeks.
has
slash
nothing to
months.
do. It has zero impact on any of the core networking stuff. Just the way the route controller detects the changes in node IP. That's it.
It's in all the thing is these owners, they changed the mechanism, so you need someone from that specific owner file, since I don't know which version, because no longer cascades the writes from the top to this folder. So you
For a
maybe in
cloud
an Andrew cycle or McDermott
Yep.
or one of
In
them.
yesterday's meeting, Andrew is the one who said, I think this is
okay.
probably okay. It would be great if SIG Network also thinks it's okay, since they're the ones who looked at the code.
Okay.
The PR is
looking
in.
at
We're
it.
trying to make sure the cherry pick won't be a disaster.
I'm looking at it now and I'm like, I have no memory of this. So give me
It's DS 64 days basically in Kubernetes years. That's like 80s in comparison.
as many
I-
PRs as I looked at in the last week. I have no memory of this one. I'll have to go look at it. I mean, I don't have any objection. You know, I've seen no indication that it's a problem, right? So
It's not. It's not. It really isn't. It's just a simple change.
and it merged 2 months ago. Almost exactly. Okay. All right. Thanks, Bridget.
Okay, that was the last item on the agenda. Does anybody have any last minute items to add in?
Just have fun and keep calm.
Oh yeah. Anybody going to KubeCon EU? Oh, you're lucky. Oh, lucky.
Yes.
I will not be there, but you guys should have a traditional Signet lunch and have a beer and think of me.
Are you not going, Tim?
No, I can't go. I couldn't make the timing work.
Okay. At least I feel like I can feel a little better if with you not going. I can say, oh, Tim's not going, so I should not be bad.
So the party's off.
No, I can't do it.
This means we
So-
have to
so-
plan
so
a
this
party
is
for
where-
Chicago.
Chicago,
Mhm.
we are on.
Unless we throw a coup in Amsterdam and you know kick you out of Signet.
That would be okay too. I mean, I'm still.
Emeritus
threatening him
leadership
with
can
good
always
time.
come.
Is
Don't
this
tempt
like
me with a good
threatening
time,
him with good time?
But emeritus leadership is grandfathered in for beers forever. I'm pretty
right.
sure in the charter.
Yes, we'll plan something good for Chicago. I hope you all like deep dish pizza.
Definitely. Cool.
I can learn to love it.
It's good.
Eat this pizza with this gross bread and in Chicago.
Yes,
It's like
it's-
okay.
It's a
Is the
sacrilege
bread?
to anything pizza, you know. Like it
Yeah.
shouldn't be called pizza, but we're just gonna let it go. It's a sacrilege. Like
It's bread with pizza. But well.
It's basically a
Italians call
really
it a
thick
cheese
pie.
pie. Yes.
How it's called?
Thick cheese pie.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Right on.
I mean, honestly, that's an even more attractive description to me. A cheese pie. Yeah. Okay, I'm in.
Oh boy. Well, if nothing more, I hope everybody has fun at KubeCon, and then hopefully, we see everybody at KubeCon NA. But have a good day, and you get 14 minutes of your lives back.
Right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.